Thanks for joining us. We're going to go back to you. Just
Okay.
a quick report out on the, because I know you did send an email to us saying that you've got some students enrolled.
Yeah, I'd like to apologize first for
No problem.
coming late. I actually had this for next Tuesday, and I was at the 28 kilometer route, the Norfolk. My wife called about 5 minutes to 7. You got 5 minutes to get to the board. Anyway, so I apologize. So I just want to bring you guys up to speed on where we're at with our trades proposal. So we moved forward after the last time we met, and we have put together a Pathways Work Readiness program, and we've rolled that out to both schools. I went out to Boundary Central last week and presented the idea to their kids. We had 2 students indicating interest from Boundary Central. The rest of the students are from GFSS. And so the way that the program has kind of evolved is that we have 2 pathways options for kids to take. Each of those pathways lead to 2 credits. We have a couple kids that, we have 3 kids actually that have requested option A and option B, which would be the full 4 credits and close to 100 hours. We're hoping to accommodate that, but we have reached our saturation point, which was a minimum of 8 and a maximum of 12, and in most cases we're at 12 now, it looks like, for both options. So we have option A involves food safe, and I think I went through these with you before, but food safe and world or superhost. We also have some leadership components in there, as well as the career work experience. And then in option B was sort of more trade oriented. It had the forklift operator. We've now switched the H2S, which is kind of the gas related certification, to fall protection, which we heard from our industry partners in town was probably more appropriate. So we have made some switches there. The overall cost of the program is going to be about the same. It's going to come out at about $1,300 if you look at option A and option B combined. So it's a little bit less than the $1,500 that we had projected. And we may need to transport our kids to Nelson, but we will deal with that on a school basis as far as our curricular transport budget. The one issue that has kind of come to light since the last that we met was that for the past 4 years we've been successful at obtaining a grant through the ITA that's geared towards supporting the implementation of SSA, which is the Secondary School Apprenticeship, and I explained that at the last meeting. And so we put our grant proposal in this year, and again that was $20,000, which I indicated at the time would cover off the cost of 2 teaching blocks. And so we have had somebody in that role for the last few years, and so we put our proposal in, and then 2 weeks ago we were informed that the ITA was switching the process, and they were going to require us to reapply for the funding, and they were going to do it on a competitive basis. So now we have resubmitted our grant proposal. It was much more extensive than the original one, and it's no longer going to be just kind of a done deal. It's we should know by Wednesday or Thursday this week if we've been successful in that. I have some trepidation given the fact that we are a small district and limited enrollment. I'm hoping that our application stands up, but if it doesn't, that means that that we will lose out on funding for 2 blocks of time that has gone towards the career preparation and facilitation of these type of opportunities for our kids. So I guess the one thing that I would like to bring to the board's attention that if there could be due consideration given to the potential, should we not be successful in our grant, the possibility of getting a block of teacher time to support those initiatives if we're in that situation.
And did they reduce the total funding for
They
those
did
grants?
not reduce the total, well, I shouldn't say that, provincially, but not per grant basis. So the grant would still be, for us, we'd be eligible for a small school grant of $20,000, but now there's way more districts applying for a smaller fund. So that's my only concern, is that if we lose 2 blocks of teaching time, then our ability to kind of implement some of these things and move forward is going to be hampered. So your consideration with that would be much appreciated in the event we're not successful. And again, sorry.
Thank you for the work you've done on this.
Okay.
It's been
Yeah.
Before
great.
you sit down. No, you can sit down. So when you say option A and B have 12 students, does that mean we have 24 altogether, or just?
No, we don't have 24 altogether. We have 21 altogether.
Okay.
We also have a couple students on the waiting list.
I was going to ask about, because, right now, the kids really aren't thinking about school next year,
Yeah.
so I'm thinking, I wonder if
Yeah.
there would be more that would want to come on, and if there's going to be.
It's possible, but we, like I said, we have already a few students on the waiting list. So we're in the process right now of working with Jennifer at Selkirk to put together a solid schedule for the fall, so that we can go back to our kids and say, here's what it's going to entail. Here's the Fridays or Saturdays or whatever that you'll be expected to do. And at that point, we may or may not get 100% commitment, and then if not, we go to our waiting list, and so that could change things a little bit.
Scott, does that mean you have to go every time to Nelson? Nothing?
No.
Nothing?
It was just for the forklift training. It was something that we had to go there, and so I'll drive the kids, or we'll figure a way to get them over there by bus.
Okay. And then the money, is it $1,300 per A and
It's
B?
$1,300
Or is it
combined.
13
It's 13
okay.
combined. So it's
It's not going to be
it's
more.
closer to $800 for option B, and a little over $400 for option A.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if I told you guys this the last time we talked, but we have put together a fee structure for the kids, so it's $50 per option or $100 for both. And we thought that was an adequate kind of commitment piece for the kids, that they would contribute something, not significant, but something to say that yes, we're good to some.
I was actually going to ask about that in the school fees section, because I thought we couldn't charge when it was towards credits.
Well, it's because it's considered an optional thing.
Yeah.
That it's a program of choice. That was kind of why we felt that we would be okay to look at that. And compared to the cost that the kids get for $50, you're getting a $450 to $800 kind of certificate piece out of that, plus credits. We thought it was pretty reasonable.
Excellent. Any other questions for Scott? Well, thanks for zipping back in here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Go back out then.
Sorry. Okay. Thank you.
You don't have to say.